Right, just whilst I've got a minute, an interesting thought occurred. Of course, I'd been banging on about, like the court case last year on June the 30th, whereby they'd got their verdict. And of course it was illegal, because the judge had ignored evidence and, the judge had ignored evidence, really. But at that hearing, they said that the trading licences had been approved by legal counsel. Now, of course, we weren't allowed to know who legal counsel was, and we weren't allowed to know their workings, as it were. They didn't show their workings. Always show your workings, kids. You have to do that in exams and stuff. They weren't allowed to show they weren't going to show their workings as to how they reached that conclusion. And really, the idea was I never wanted this in court because we knew that's the sort of thing that would happen. I'm not working, by the way. I've finished work. And I will no doubt be in bed very shortly. Got up at 3:30. I never wanted this in court because that's exactly the sort of thing that happens. So the idea obviously was to delay every court appearance as much as possible. They've helped by putting the wrong name on the warrant and things like that, on the summons and things like this. But then it occurred to me, the council have no proof they can charge for trading licences. This we know. It's a fact. Whether they admit it or not, they don't have this proof. We've been asking for it for long enough. And in fact, as I said previously, someone admitted that they may have lost it, which isn't good enough, because they need those bits of paper. That is the letter of the law, legal counsel. It doesn't say legal counsel can approve this in the 1982 Miscellaneous Provisions Act. It says they must have these two letters, or must have written these two letters, and that is something you would keep as a legal document. So the fact is, they don't have that. They actually can't legally issue a summons at all. So if the court's not bent, humour me, if the court's not bent, they're actually pulling the wool over the court's eyes doing this. So for them to apply for any kind of summons or go to the court for any kind of summons is a completely illegal act, because they have no legal authority to charge for this money in the first place. And I thought that was quite interesting, because let's face it, how many other people have they done this to? So those are completely illegal prosecutions. So they have no right to take anyone to court because they're breaking the law, plain and simple. So I really do hope you're watching this, Joe Lancaster, because you're a lying, scheming bitch. And by the way, word has reached me that everyone in the council hates you. Which isn't really a surprise. And I heard you giving yourself another pay rise for ripping taxpayers off and stealing taxpayers' money, which wouldn't surprise me at all, in the least, because you're nothing but a greedy little sick cow. So there we have it, yeah. Any attempted prosecution under trading licences and anything else we find out they haven't done properly, they can't do it. They can't take people to court because they don't have the necessary paperwork to say that they can charge. So I'll leave you all to guess what the outcome of that one might be. But then when they've got the magistrates in their pocket, what can you do? You know what I mean? Anyway, so there we go. Check out your own local council, please. Ask to see proof they can charge for things like trading licences. That particular one is under the 1982 Local Government Miscellaneous Provisions Act. I believe it's either Article or Section 4. I'm not quite sure which. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if people got back to me actually and see what they found out. And let's see if we can send a whole load more of these people to jail, including, if needs be, the court staff, who will be informed in the very near future that the council are actually breaking the law. and getting them to break the law, more to the point. So we'll see how that one comes out. Thanks for watching.